my 33FBF 34M, and I've been together for over 12 years now. I first met him in high school, and we were friends for a few years. We lost touch after he graduated, but ended up reconnecting when I was in college. We've been together since. About 7 years ago, we were at a crossroads. His friend had passed away suddenly in an accident, and he proceeded to spiral. He started trying drugs, staying out all night, engaging in very reckless behavior, and it truly scared me. I tried everything to pull him out of it. It took a lot of work, and me almost leaving for him to start putting his life back together. A little backstory. I work for my family's business. I have worked for the family business since I was 18 years old. And honestly, it would be great if I didn't have to work with the same people I see on the holidays. My family can be, in a word, toxic. There is a lot of infighting and drama. Working with them is similar to our personal lives, stressful and chaotic. When my grandmother passed away about 3 years ago, I was willed some liquid assets that had belonged to her and my grandfather. Gems, jewelry, precious metals, cash, etc., and their house they had had since the 60s. And honestly, this was a blessing. With that inheritance, I finally felt like I could pull free from my family and get out of the family business and take time to go back to school and do something I was passionate about. However, I had no savings at the time and wanted to get a decent amount saved before I quit. At this time, an opportunity opened up at work. The pay was way higher, but required 4 to 7 months of travel time a year. I talked it over with my BF, and we decided that we only needed 2 years to save up what we needed. I took the job and prepared to leave for 2 months for training at the main branch. About a month into my training, my BF suddenly quit his job, with no explanation other than, I had to, I can't work there anymore. I was concerned about our financial goals because of this, but he swore up and down that he would get a new one shortly, and that he wouldn't need any help with his personal bills. Well, a year went by, and he had only taken up gig work and temp jobs. I wasn't happy as I was having to travel all the time, and was having to be really frugal in order to get all our joint bills paid, while also putting money into savings. He was managing to pay his own bills, so I let it slide since he tossed in what he could to the joint pile as well. Now I'm sitting here, about to complete my 2 years, and my BF has decided to come clean to me. For the past 2 years, while I have been working a job that has been soul-crushing and has had me away from home for weeks to months at a time, I've missed birthdays, weddings, friends' baby showers, etc. I've sacrificed the last 2 years of my life to make enough to be able to live my life the way I want to. And he tells me last week that he has been paying his personal bills by selling the things my grandparents had willed me that I had left in a safe that was hidden in the house. A safe he only had access to because the hunting rifle is in there, and I thought, you know, he wouldn't do that to me. I'm honestly in shock. It was a substantial amount, and it makes me nauseous to even try to quantify it right now. I've already set in motion quitting my job and have given notice. And now I have so much less than I thought I did. He only told me because he had figured a way to pay me back and had gotten a stable job, and was planning on using most of his paycheck to give to me until I was made whole. But this just honestly disgusts me. I feel so violated. More than that, I wonder if this his go-to pattern now. Life is stressful, a lot of change is happening, and he just self-destructs? After what he put me through 7 years ago, I don't know if I can look past this. Yes, he came clean to me, but I just can't seem to get past this feeling. I look at him and just feel nothing right now. It's breaking my heart because I really care for him, and yet I just can't see anything changing. I feel so conflicted. We have been together so long and even have all the same friends and share a life together. Will we be able to come back from this? Or is this what falling out of love feels like? Update. First, I would like to thank everyone who commented on my original post. As hard as it was, I read every one of them. Honestly, I did not expect for so many people to be angry on my behalf, and I am truly touched. In my life, I have learned that the best way to answer others' sincerity is by being sincere myself. So I'd like to try here. I have a very small circle of people. I would say the 2 most important people to me in the past 15 years have been my BF and my little sister. The only 2 people I talk to nearly every day and do most of my everyday life with. A little over a year ago, I almost lost my little sister when she overdosed on prescription medicine and attempted to self-exit. I was the one who found her after the fact and spent the next 3 weeks by her side in the ICU. The whole ordeal could be its own post, really. Now, the person that had been my best friend for my whole life has me blocked in every aspect of her life for reasons I still do not know. And I still wonder if she blames me for leaving that night as much as I blame myself. In my grief, I lashed out at my toxic family for not listening to me when I said I was concerned about her, for not doing more, for not even being at the hospital when she needed them, for expecting me to be the one to tend to her while she was in rehab. And because I lashed out at them, I was ostracized. The only time my family talks to me now is if it has to do with work. My birthday came and went without a single one of them reaching out. It is why I was compelled to quit, as the silence and isolation was slowly driving me into a depression. During all of this, I have been clinging to my BF. It would have been too difficult to go through without him, and I guess is the main reason why I didn't immediately kick him out when he came clean. I have lost my best friend, and any support from family. When I gave my notice, only one person asked me to reconsider, the rest said good riddance. And even if my family is toxic and awful to each other, it still hurts to be cast out so thoroughly. So, when my BF came clean to me, I just went numb. It felt like I lost what little fight I had left in me. It feels like the fabric of my life is coming unwoven, and I am falling apart. I am still deeply mourning the loss of my sister in my life, and grieving a family I have given up on. I have lost a lot in the past year, and this is just the last thing I thought I had to worry about. As many of you stated, it sounded like drugs. I didn't get him to divulge exactly what he was doing with the money, but I pieced enough together. Addiction has once again taken him. My BF is a sweet, doting, and genuinely funny person, but 7 years ago, he also became someone I didn't know. His drug addiction was deep and unrelenting. It was a monumental uphill battle for him to get clean and stay sober. But I told him I would only stick it through with him once, and if he ever started back down that road, I would leave. So I guess he got smart about hiding it. And me being gone 6-ish months out of the year really helped him with that. I know some of you were very upset for me losing sentimental items, but my grandma's jewelry is all there. He sold my grandpa's collection of, let's say, precious metals. As my grandpa was a child of the Depression and never had faith in banks, he stored most of his assets as such. All his kids and grandkids were given portions of that. They weren't sentimental as much as a safety net I had every intention of using if needed. There was a comment that was a few paragraphs that kind of left me shaken. My denial was pointed out, but also the fact that I already knew what I needed to do. But I was looking for any way, any reason, any logic, something to not have to lose anything or anyone else right now. But I can't escape reality as much as I may try. Some of you asked how I could even contemplate staying. The easy answer, I am still scared. Scared to face this world alone, terrified really. I have told him we have no more future together, and we are working on how to best separate. It is amicable. I will not be reporting him or suing him. I have talked to his mom and dad about it, and they have told me I will be made whole one way or the other, and he has promised as such. I know a lot of you will be disappointed in that outcome, but I just have nothing left in me. I'm exhausted. I don't even have the energy to get angry right now. Maybe once I have time to process everything that might change, but right now, I need peace. For now, I can only focus on the present and try to take one day at a time. I didn't ever think I would be this alone, and the pain of losing the people I love the most in this world is a poignant heartache I will be grappling with for a good time to come. Thank you, kind internet strangers, for letting me feel less alone in this. Thank you for your anger on my behalf. Thank you for taking time to read my post and give validity to my heartbreak. Story 2. Girlfriend wants to meet single male friend alone. My 28M girlfriend, 28F, and I were out having a really nice time when she turned around and said to me that this guy, 40M, messaged her to ask if she wanted to go for coffee. It doesn't sound bad, but here are the only things I know about this guy from what my GF has told me. He's single. He only goes for girls in their 20s. She's never mentioned that he's a friend until this moment, only that they used to work together. That she put up a risky photo with this guy on Instagram, that her own family told her it wasn't right, she later deleted it. And that she doesn't think he's ugly. I got annoyed that she'd want to meet this guy one-on-one, to which she became upset because I'd made a big deal about it because they're just friends. I've told her I trust her, but I don't trust the man and what his intentions are. Am I wrong for having doubts, or am I overthinking this whole situation? Edit. Thanks for everyone's opinions. I genuinely thought I was going mad and I was in the wrong. Edit 2. Didn't think this would get so much traction. Thank you to everyone who's given their opinion. I'm reading all the comments but won't reply to them all. But I'll take into account whatever you have put. I'll post an update in the near future to let you know what's going on. Update 1. So I got a lot of interest in this post and I've got an update. My GF told me this morning that she's meeting the other man this coming Friday, but not for a coffee as I originally thought, but for a meal. She did keep saying to me, are there any boundaries that I could put in place, e.g. how long she could be out with him, to make me feel more comfortable with the situation, which I replied, there's no point me saying anything because you won't listen and will just tell me I'm being controlling whatever I say. I also told her that this other man will see this as a date, which she disagreed with. She is very naive, as she had another male friend for 10 years while she was in a previous relationship, and as soon as she split with her ex, the friend slept with her. She struggled to understand he was only her friend for that long to sleep with her. I feel like this current situation is extremely similar. I honestly still don't know how to feel about this situation, but will hopefully have a clearer idea on Friday of what I need to do. I'll post another update next weekend. Update 2. I know I said after my previous Reddit post I'd update 1 week after, so apologies for that. But the reason being is because there's been nothing to update. They didn't end up meeting each other that Friday. If they do end up at some point meeting, I'll update. Have a great day, everyone. Final update. This is my final update. Both my previous posts have been added for context on the situation. But for short, my GF wants to meet her single male friend, which I'm not okay with for reasons stated in previous posts. Anyway, she's been dumped. So 2 days ago, we had this final argument after she said that her and her male friend were meeting to go for a meal. I told her that I'd be okay with her going for a coffee, as I had already said previously, but had said that a meal was too far and she was pushing my boundaries and being disrespectful to me if she went. She told me she was going to go anyway, and I was overreacting. Well, when she went to the meal, I packed all my bags and waited for her to come back. She came back and asked me why my bags were packed, to which I replied calmly, explaining how I can't be with someone who won't listen to me and respect my boundaries. As soon as she realized I was being serious about breaking up, she got really upset and kept telling me she wouldn't see him again. I told her it was too late and about not respecting me or how I felt, and I feel she had done this on numerous occasions. After about an hour of talking, I told her I was done and I left, wishing her all the best with her future relationships. She's tried messaging me since, which I've just ignored, and I will probably end up blocking her if she continues. I just wanted to say thanks for all the advice everyone gave me. It's all greatly appreciated. Have fun and good luck out there, everyone.